When species evolve, can we term it as progress? Progress would mean that the earlier species is inefficient and weak. It would also imply that the evolved species is better and stronger. But this is a misconception. Species do not evolve linearly. In fact, there are various branches to the evolutionary process. One species can have its members branching out in two different directions. Each branch would evolve individually and create an altogether new species in time. Let us look at the example of frogs. Is it that the yellow frog was better than the green one? Or did the entire green frog species die and become extinct? Evolution is a slow and a gradual process. Species do not appear or disappear all of a sudden. Evolution can also be harmful at times. It may give rise to mutations like the frog without the webbed feet. Thus, evolution need not always be useful. But equating evolution with progress, we would imply that evolution is always good, and that's not the case. So what did we just learn? Evolution is not progress. The simplest form of life, the bacteria, and complex forms like humans too survive on this planet. No form of the species can be called old or inefficient. Some forms evolve while some remain in their simplest forms and lead a comfortable life. Let us look at the evolutionary line of humans. We sure have learnt that humans have evolved from chimpanzees, but do you know this isn't exactly true? Yes, both chimpanzees and humans have evolved from a common ancestor. A separation may have led to the two different species to evolve independently. How have humans evolved then? Can we trace their evolutionary history like that of other animals? Yes, of course. DNA samples, fossils, time dating, and many other methods help us to determine the evolutionary history of our ancestors. Do you know where on the globe were we originally from? Africa. That's right. We all can trace our ancestors back to the continent of Africa. Until recently, humans were classified into races based on the color of their skin. However, now we have realized that the color of the skin is just a contributing factor to our evolution and means nothing else. We have all come from a single species but have evolved differently in different parts of the globe. So do you know what the name of this species is? We call them the Homo sapiens. Some of these ancestors lived in Africa, while some of them left and migrated to other parts of the globe. What happened due to this migration? People now started occupying and spreading to other parts of the globe like West Asia, Central Asia, Eurasia, and South Asia and onto East Asia. In time, they moved downwards, occupying all land masses and finally into America. Do you think they moved in a specific pattern? Was this the planned route? Of course it wasn't. People moved randomly and crossbred with the local population. These mixtures gave rise to distinct features in the human species. Now you know why we have several distinct features that characterize us as people indigenous to a particular part of the globe. However, the truth remains that we have all evolved from one common ancestor. And just like all other species, we are still evolving. Keep looking out for those subtle changes in our species. We hope you had fun learning this topic.